Welcome into today's Camino segment. This morning, we're learning about a unique center in Greeley that is creating lasting change through training, mentoring, and breaking cycles. Joining me now to tell us more is the founder and executive director for the Mexica Center, AJ Vasquez. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, tell us about the center.
Yeah, we started 15 years ago as a boxing gym, and then in the last 10 years, we've slowly turned it into a community center and what it is now. So we're moving into a space where we have mentorship, tutoring, we have a recovery program, and then slowly within the next year, we'll have a trade program and a transition home.
That's amazing. So that involvement, obviously, this is a service that the community has showed up for, and you know that it's working, right? Who are you looking to reach?
We're trying to reach the ones that are just being looked over, and sometimes that are just unreachable. We find that in the space that we're in, a lot of people, they want to offer service to these people, but because it's just the red tape, they're not allowed to. So I think we come in and we're able to reach those people, and we don't put those red tape in place because, I'm the one that founded it, and I keep a very, it's important to me to would never alienate them people just because of their backgrounds or if they have records or if they're addicted to something. We'll never want to turn them away. So we want to keep an open door, for all them people to come in and receive service from us.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of times people are more keen to get help if they see themselves and the people reaching out, right? Reaching out to help and empower and uplift. Can you share a little bit of your story? Do you have some synergy with the folks that you're helping?
Yeah. I think the lived experience is huge, and I think everybody that works for us, volunteers, they all have that lived experience where we've been there. I was in a situation where I was involved in gangs, and I was incarcerated. I went through all those things. I was raised in a single family home. My dad who passed away when I was young, and I was in a different type of situation where I never met my mom, but
Oh, wow.
my dad raised us, but he passed when I was young. So like I said, it put us in this path of trying to figure out who we were, and all we knew is what was around us, and all that was around us was gangs and drugs and the things like that. So yeah, now we're in a place where that lived experience, a lot of these kids, a lot of people that we work with, they know me, they know my past. Everybody that is involved, they come from that same background. So a lot of these younger kids, they know them, they recognize them, and so it's an automatic trust, if you want to call it, where
Totally.
they know that we understand them because they're going through the same thing we did, and but we made it, and we figured out how to turn it around, and so it's an easy open door for us to reach all them, and I think that's what's given us so much success because of that lived experience.
Yeah, it works. Authenticity cannot be faked.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
and who recognizes fakeness more than anybody, I think, is young people, right? So
Yes.
they know, like, they're getting the real when they reach you and your services. This type of work has got to be so fulfilling, but I know it can't be easy either. How do you keep that balance of, being friend and mentor?
I think for me, that's where, I believe in God, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. I think I had an encounter. I don't need to go into it too much, but I did have an encounter with God, and that's what put me in this direction. And I think that's where I find that balance. That's where I find that peace and like that understanding. And so when I get into those quiet times and those quiet places, I can lean back into what that faith and understanding of this is my direction, this is my path. And I was just talking to some people in the back about that, and I want to stay true to that. And I think that's what allows me to just stay strong and stay consistent and just stay on that path and to be that example.
Yeah, that is divine placement, and you're making a lot of people proud and changing lives. AJ, thank you for the work that you do, and thank you for sharing a little bit with us today.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.